What's up guys, and welcome back to another Obikazu Minecraft video. Today we are taking another look at the 1.20 Snapshot, specifically the features that we did not cover in the last video. So as you can see, one of these new features is the cherry blossom biome, which we are currently in. And personally, I think this is probably one of the coolest biomes that Minecraft has added to the game. As you can see, we have these cherry blossom trees where they have the cherry logs and the various wood products that go with it. And then we have the unique cherry leaves. And then there's also these cool pink petals that will be all over the ground to show where, the cherry leaves have fallen. And then there's the really cool particle effect that gives the impression of leaves falling. So all in all, I think it's a really cool biome. I think it looks awesome, and I'm super excited to be able to. Oops, didn't mean to fly. Super excited to be able to see this in my Minecraft world. But if we go down, actually I lost it. I had a house somewhere. If we go somewhere around here, we can kind of see all the stuff that comes with the cherry wood. So of course, fences, gates, pressure plates, doors, all the usual stuff, stripped logs, signs, your typical wood crafting stuff, as well as boats, which I just realized I did not place. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. The trapdoors also have a kind of cool design that's unique in its own way, and actually I kind of like how they work as windows with like the how it kind of looks like a window with a frame in it. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I also really like the doors. It is very pink. So if you're not one of those people who likes to use pink a lot, you probably won't use it too much. I myself probably will not use pink a lot, but still, it's a really cool wood type. And one other key feature that they put into this snapshot is the sniffer. So if we go ahead and spawn him in, you can see he is really big. He has 6 legs, but he does immediately start sniffing around, and let's see if he sniffs something up. Apparently he sniffed me. Okay, well, I'll just let him do his thing, and we'll see if he turns something up in a little bit. I don't know if they plan to add, I assume they plan to add more stuff, but right now there is only one thing that he can't sniff out, and that is the flower, and that is the seed for the new torchwood flower. Is it torchwood? Torch, I think it's torch something. If he finds a seed, I'll show you. But that is currently the, whoops, ran a button here. Okay. That is currently the only flower that he's added. Oh, he found something. Look how he plopped down to dig it up. That's hilarious. Oh, here it is. Torch flower. It's a torch flower. Oh, well, I guess that should have been obvious. So, this is currently the only thing they have added to the game for him to dig up. And as far as I know, this is the only way to get it. But once you do get it, if you take a... Let me get a hoe. If you take some farmland and plant it, I'm gonna just bone meal it so it'll be a little faster. There we go. You will see that we now have this cool looking flower, and if you... Okay, I guess maybe that's not how you harvest it. Maybe you have to be in survival mode. Oh, you do. There we go. Okay. Should have known you can't break anything in creative. Not if you want to pick it up. Anyway, so you get this torch flower, which it can only be grown on farmland, as you can see. I'm clicking and it's not planting. But once it's grown and you harvest it, you can plant it anywhere you want. Which is really cool. It's a very interesting looking flower. It does kind of look like a torch if you look closely. Like you've got the little red part of the flame and then the white part and then even the blue center kind of thing. So that's pretty cool. Nope. We are not dealing with night right now. This is not a survival video. So yeah, that's what he digs up. I don't think you can... Whoops. Oh, interesting. You can turn it into orange dye. I did not know that. But I don't think there's any way to get torchflower seeds aside from a sniffer. So bear that in mind when planting it or when using your sniffer. You kind of need him to get more of these if you want to use more than one. I don't think they have completely set how to actually... Oops, I didn't mean to hit him. Sorry. I believe they have not completely set how to get him in survival mode yet. I think the plan is, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the plan is to have you find his spawn egg actually in a loot chest in a very specific place. However, I don't think they've implemented that yet. But if they do implement that it'll be pretty cool because there is no mob currently in Minecraft where we can get the spawn egg in survival mode without cheating. So I think it's pretty cool. And he's very big, kind of hairy looking, isn't he? Look how shaggy he is. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. Look how shaggy he is. He's kind of a cool animal, actually. He's not the one I voted for, but it's kind of cool. I wonder if you'll be able to ride him eventually. Can't click him. I guess not. Okay. Anyway, that said, there are a couple more features that I want to show you. One moment, please. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Oh, okay. Here we go. So the other thing that is coming that they released in this snapshot is the stuff for the archaeology update. So that includes a brush, suspicious sand, and decorated pots, and pottery shards. So I'll give you a little more details on this in a minute. But so basically, I need a crafting table, and I also need what is it? Bricks. Here we go. Can I get nerds? Let's do this. Okay, now, so some of you may know, I don't know how many of you actually craft pots in Minecraft, but if you want to craft a pot, you take 4 bricks and do it like this. Now you can make a decorated pot, which will give you this. And I already have this one down here. So as you can see, it's just a big pot. But if you replace one of the bricks, let's just do one for now, with one of the pottery shards that they have added, you can see it actually has a little design on it. And the brick you replace correlates to the side that it appears on. But also, you can replace any number of them with whatever shards you want. So this one I'm using an archery shard and a prize pottery shard. And so this one, you'll look, 2 of the sides will be blank, 2 blank. One has the diamond on it, and one has the archery on it. And so this way you can completely customize what your pottery shards look like. This one will be all skulls. Is it this one? No, this one. Here we go. So as you can see, this one is all skulls. And you can do whatever mix-up of that you want. So archery, there's archery, prize, arms up, which is a man holding his arms up, and the skull one, which I don't know what, here it is, the skull one. So it's a cool little customization feature that'll help you decorate your worlds. As far as I can tell, you can't actually put anything in these pots yet. I don't know if they plan to add that later or if that's just something they're not worried about. Oops. But, oh, hey, that's cool. They stack. I didn't know that. So you can stack them up on top of each other too. That's really cool. Why did you not go away? Interesting. So, let me get a block. Actually, I still needed that bucket. There we go. Okay, so you can put blocks on top of it and it'll cover up that little top part. But if you do this, let's get some water. Let's do it over here. Place the water and then place this. So you can actually waterlog the block. That's cool. Now, you may be wondering, how do you get these pottery shards? The only way is, I covered it up, didn't I? Oh, no, I didn't. Here we go. The only way is with this suspicious sand. You take the suspicious sand and you use a brush on it, and you can see it starts a little animation. However, one thing to remember when finding suspicious sand is it does obey gravity. However, it breaks when it hits the ground. Additionally, if you break it, you will not get the item that was inside it. So you need to be very careful when you are looking for suspicious sand. Currently, it spawns in 2 different places. It'll spawn in desert wells, so it'll be cool because those actually have a use now. And it also spawns in desert temples. And I'm about to show you how to find that in a second. I'm going to go ahead and break these. So that's currently the only ways to get suspicious sand. And like I said, you do need to be very careful because if they fall, they will break. And they do have a unique breaking sound. Additionally, if you look closely, you can see that it has a slightly different texture from sand, but it is pretty similar. So you're going to have to be careful about making sure you don't mistake it for real sand. One thing, if you plan to use suspicious sand in Minecraft maps, if you are a map creator, is that suspicious sand, the item in the suspicious sand is not there by default. It's created using NBT tags, which is cool because that means you can put whatever item you want in there. But if you go to creative, you can't just place suspicious sand and then expect to get an item out of it. It doesn't work that way. And with that, I am now going to show you where you can find the suspicious sand in the desert temple. So it's pretty cool. You know, there's your usual secret treasure room at the bottom of here, but they've added another secret room. So if you come over here, you'll notice that there's 4 strips of sand right here. If I break these, it reveals a staircase. Let me give myself night vision. Whoops. Another cool feature they've added for those of you who like to use commands is they have added an infinite setting for the effect. So as you can see, I now have this effect for infinite, and it's much easier than having to type out all those 9s. Alright, so now that I'm coming down here, I'm trying to be very careful. See, here's some suspicious sand. So if I take my brush and I start using it, you'll notice that it appears on the side that I'm using it on. Or I started using it on. I'll use it on a different one in a minute. There we go. See? So it comes out the side you use it on. And this time I'm getting a pottery shard. So now if I keep going, let's clear my inventory and see what we can get out of this. Actually, let's do it like this. There we go. Alright, let's keep going. That's sand. I think that's sandstone. That may be some suspicious sand. It's really difficult to tell what's suspicious sand and what's not, but I believe this, yes it is. Looks like we're getting another pottery shard. So you can kind of see the item that's coming out, so this was a prize one. And you'll notice that after you brush it, it turns into regular sand. But it's cool because as you're brushing the suspicious sand, you can see kind of what item is popping out. Alright, let's see if we can find something else. Oh, here's something. Let's see what this is. Is this it's an emerald. Cool. So if you're in a desert temple and you're, oops, I didn't mean to break that. Well, that's a shame. But if you're in a desert temple and you're brushing the suspicious sand, there are 7 different things that you have a chance of getting, and there's an equal chance for all of them. You can get an archery pottery shard, a prize pottery shard, a skull pottery shard, gunpowder, TNT, an emerald, or a diamond. And there's an equal chance for every one of those things. So you can see this time I got a skull pottery shard. Which is pretty cool. It's nice to be able to get diamonds another way. Ah, look, we got one. Sweet. And let's keep looking. Is there any more suspicious sand? Or is that all of it? Let's see. I don't know if there's a maximum amount that can generate in a desert temple. That would be interesting. And if one of you happens to find that out, please comment it down below so I can see it. But looks like we found all of it that was in this desert temple. Okay, well, you can see this is the new hidden room. It's completely filled in, so you won't be able to see it if you're in spectator mode. But once you mine it out, there's this cool little room right here, and it does not affect this room over here. If I go ahead and you can see everything's still as normal in here, including the new smithing templates. So yeah, that's how you find the new suspicious sand and how you use the new features of the archaeology update. Now, the drops for suspicious sand are a little different if you're in a desert well. There are only 5 different things that there can be. Arms up pottery shard, a brick, a stick, a suspicious stew, and an emerald. And every one of those things has a 1 in 7 chance of being found, except for the pottery shard, which has a 3 in 7. So yeah, that about sums up everything to do with the archaeology update and everything they've added to 1.20. So are you all ready for the new 1.20 update? Let me know your thoughts about these new features in the comments below. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch y'all later in another Minecraft video. Bye!